The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. Good morning. We are here. And some of us are queer. It is time for Pyro Power Hour. We hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I know I did. Kyrie, I'm sure you did. We've been
I did.
Yes,
Great
yes.
weekend.
We have a fun-filled, packed hour for you guys. Maybe an hour and a half. We'll see how it goes. But we got some stories to talk about. We have a Real Housewives of Potomac episode we need to review. Shout! It is going to be a morning. And I just want to say to all of you watching, listen, it's been a morning. If we came on a little late, I just see Dr. Holt his shady behind already starting this morning. Listen, I had a wonderful shower. The shower was amazing, and I had to stay just a couple of seconds later. So it is not Kyrie's fault. It is me. I apologize. Good morning, So Def. How are you? Rochelle, my bell. I love Rochelle. Did I ever tell you I love Rochelle? I love Rochelle. Rochelle gives me, every time she's in the chat, she gets light. I just light up. Praise God. All right, y'all. Let's get into it because we have a lot to talk about today. And I want to make sure we have more than enough time to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah. Now, if you guys have missed our TikTok live this past Friday for our kickback, definitely check us out this Friday because we're going to go coming back. I'm not sure if we're going to do the same time. We're probably going to do a little bit later, maybe 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but I'll talk with Kyrie and the rest of them who maybe guest on this week. So we will let you guys know. Good morning, Sean Kingsey. How are you? Dr. Holt, every morning, was you shower with Trey? No, I wasn't shower with Trey, Dr. Holt.
Dr. Holt asked the same question.
I know that's what you do, Dr. Holt, but that's not what I do. I'm a good, safe, sanctified woman, okay?
Child.
Praise God.
Aren't we all?
Now, who was late? Let me guess who.
No, you can't guess because it wasn't me.
It wasn't Kyrie. It was definitely me. I apologize. It takes a little bit of time to look this beautifulness. You know what I'm saying? I got some new products from Natorium. Okay, if you follow me on TikTok, IG, I love skincare, so I had to put a little extra little things on.
Yeah, I had to let Trade out the front door.
See, it's always one of them little rude ones. You know what I'm saying? She gets her hair blonde, and then she thinks she all that in a bag of chips, can't find no onion dip. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you better flick it. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, I cannot wait to the new sponsor commercials come up. I cannot wait to show you guys. But anyway, we got to talk about our current sponsors. Bullet in Flight Radio, the number one progressive Christian radio station in the world. And let me tell you something. This weekend, I have jammed to Bullet in Flight. When I tell you, oh my God, they have a new playlist going on. They got new mixes. There's a DJ on there called DJ Rich. Woo! Oh my God, Bullet in Flight is on fire. Oh my God. And then the holiday season, and you know how some people pick them corny holiday music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them with the new girls, out here. Bullet in Flight got the good old Jackson 5, the Motowns, you know what I'm saying? They are on it. They got a little mix of new and old, but it's some good new and old. So y'all definitely check out Bullet and Flight Radio, the number one progressive Christian radio station in the world. And you can check them out by going to www.bulletandflightradio.com, which, by the way, their website has been updated by our other sponsor, Pyro Media Productions. Go to pyromediaproductions.com if you want a website update, or if you need a website period, if you need social media needs, photography, videography, audio production. They do it all. Go over to pyromediaproductions.com. My God. Kwame over there twerking all weekend. I sure was. I was twerking for Jesus.
Shake it, child. Shake
yes,
it.
I was twerking for Jesus as Sean says, "Oh my, I'm sorry, Fred, I misspoke." But you know what, Sean, we're not gonna be mad at you because sometimes over there, sometimes she late all the time. But I still love you, bro, forever. All right. All right, y'all. Let's get on into what's going on because we have a packed hour. It's oh my God. First of all, Kyrie, I love you.
I love you too.
That's all. I just want sometimes you got to tell your brothers, that you love them. Just give them a little pick me up. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say something else. I don't normally tune in on social media on Sundays because it's my day to commune with the Lord. But I tuned in to last night's evening service on the Thais Report. Mother was everything. If you missed Thais's the Thais Report's evening service last night, when I tell you I felt the spirit, oh my God. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Let's get on into what's going on. All right, y'all. It's time to get into what's going on. I hope you guys are enjoying. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yes, I am on cloud 9 today. I don't know what's going on, but this weekend I decorated, and it really decorated for Christmas, and I think it just shifted my entire mood. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, I feel real good. I woke up this morning feeling blessed and highly favored, in the Lord. I felt good.
Well, come on, Stephanie Mills, feeling good all over.
All over my body. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, let's get on into what's going on. Let me pull up my notes here because I want to make sure we're all good. All right, so today is, we do all the time social media day. So today is Discovery Day for Haiti. Discovery Day in Haiti is on December 5th every year and commemorates the anniversary of Christopher Columbus's arrival to the island in 1492. Wait a minute. Hold on. I know what you're thinking. The date is an important holiday in many countries, but especially so in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Its framing has shifted over time, of course, as times change as well. Haiti still observes the day anyway, as it is an undeniably significant moment that scripted its history. The roots of unified Haitian identity and fierce collective resolve lie in Discovery Day. Every year, the country celebrates with lively performances, street festivals, and feasting. Shout out to Haiti on end of Discovery Day.
Hey.
Even though we know they weren't really discovered.
Not at all, but
Yes. But anyway, I just thought that was a really cool thing. Now, let's get into I'm speeding fast quickly because there's a reason. Okay, we got a lot to talk about. So let's get into our viral moment of the day. All right, so I saw this mess over the weekend. Just watch, y'all. Just watch. Hot mess.
So what's up, y'all? It's a trend going on. Everybody burning Bensalaga. You know what I'm saying? And you know your boy. That's all I wear at Bensalagas, man.
Bensalaga.
That's all I wear at Bensalagas. I even mow the yard in Bensalagas. And guess what came in today? Bensalagas. So what should I do? Should I burn them or what? I love it. If I burn them, what I'm gonna wear? So if I burn them, what am I wearing? So if you want me to burn all my Benzalagas, cash out me $5,000. Until then, how they look on me? How they look? Chime in, let me know how I look. I'm about to head to the bar. Holla at your boy from Mississippi, Menzini.
Who is that? First of all, and what is Benson Lagos?
I don't know who the hell you are, sir. I know that you went viral. I don't care who you are, but I want to let you know right now. It's Balenciaga. I'm not a grammar Nazi, okay? It's Balenciaga. And furthermore, since you mowing the lawn, when you could afford Balenciaga, you mowing the lawn yourself. Two, what I also realized is that you got your Balenciagas or Basagas, whatever, Benzalagas, whatever you want to call them. Benzalagas in a bag.
Sir, don't burn yours. They're only burning the ones that are real.
I'm not sending you nan money, girl. Okay,
but sir,
it sounds real coonish to me because you sitting here worrying about what the hell's going on with Balenciaga, knowing everything that's going on and what's going on. You just want it to be important. But what you could have did is put that money towards, I don't know, your community.
Well, he shouldn't burn his because, like I said, they're only burning the real ones. Well, I don't even know why they burn them. Whatever. Burn the real ones. Sir,
do you realize this is something that, first of all, hold on, let me go in the comments. Hey, Kevin, haven't seen you forever, Kevin.
Kevin, hey,
how you doing?
It showed in Kevin AliExpress. He sure got it. That's what it is.
Yep.
Benzalagas.
This brother ain't even learn how to pronounce the word. Tell Country Bill to learn to read. Child, that shit came from the Swami.
Exactly, Dr. Hope.
I'm not burning my pay, absolutely. Oh, Sean. Oh, Sean. He got money. He got money. Why are they in a bag? That's what I'm saying. Child, listen.
Protect them from dust. I don't know.
When you purchase something, it's already purchased. The company already received their money. It's theirs. So you burning it has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't understand. So, any thoughts, Kyrie?
Yeah. On his Benzalagas.
Child. Whew. I don't even know what to say. I'm so
like I told him, they're only burning the real pair. He should not burn his.
Don't burn them. Because I ain't got no words for it. Okay, so let's see. Dr. Holt says all he came from City. You know what? I'm not dealing with y'all this morning. All right, y'all. Let's time to get into what's going on. All right, first up on the list here is Putin fell down. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down. So apparently, Vladimir Putin's health continues to reportedly deteriorate after he apparently fell down the stairs and soiled himself at his home in Moscow earlier this week. The incident occurred Wednesday, even as told by a former Kremlin spy who allegedly revealed the news in an anti-Putin Telegram channel. According to Radar Online, the channel claimed the 70-year-old Russian president is allegedly receiving cancer treatment as the condition is affecting his stomach and bowels. Quote, 3 bodyguards helped the president get to the nearest couch and summoned medics who were on duty at the residence. End quote. General SVR stated about the rumored incident. Quote, nothing critical was diagnosed. The president's condition closer to nighttime was stable. He can get around on his own with pain in the cortex area while sitting being the only thing that bothers him, end quote. The post continued. An investigation was launched to see what led to Putin's fall, since the leader reportedly wears slip-proof shoes in his home.
You shot yourself, sir. Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so right. Okay.
He on his way to the shore, honey.
No.
Listen, I don't know. I really don't care about this, but what I will say is that I don't think stuff like this happens. He is a president of a superpowered country.
And who pushed that man down the stairs?
Somebody either pushed him or he was given something. But
That
what I
part.
will say is, what goes around comes around.
This looks like a case for Benson and Stabler.
I know that's right. All right, moving on. Next, privilege at its finest, child. All right, so a Florida police chief. Yep, child. Florida police chief. There we go. A Florida police chief who flashed her badge and asked to let go from a traffic stop has resigned. Tampa officials said Monday. Quote, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor has requested and received the resignation of Police Chief Mary O'Connor following the completion of an internal affairs investigation into a recent traffic stop involving O'Connor. According to a statement from the mayor's office, O'Connor was put on administrative leave after body camera footage taken from a traffic stop last month revealed she told a sheriff's deputy she was, quote, hoping that you'll let us go tonight, and showed her badge. Let's take a look at the footage.
Oh, God. Okay.
Good evening.
How you feeling?
Good. I'm Deputy Chief of the Sheriff's Office. Stopped you because you driving tag or unregistered vehicle with no tag on it on the roadway.
Yeah, we went to the club. It was closed, so we went over and picked up some.
Is your camera on?
It is.
I'm the police chief in Tampa.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm hoping that you'll just let us go tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll say you. Now that you say you look familiar, so.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
Okay. So, all right, folks. Well, have a good night. Staying over here in East Lake Woodlands.
You
Yeah,
live
we
in
do.
East Lake Woodlands.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's nice to meet you. So, I'm Deputy Jacoby.
Okay.
Same here, my friend.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
All right.
Sorry
Take care.
to bother you.
All right, no worries, no worries. Like I say, we have a lot of problem with the golf carting around here. You know, everybody
No,
gets
No, we
out.
don't normally come out.
We
but
never
the club
come
was
out.
closed,
We
so we saw we
never,
went up to
never.
the Greek place to get some fruit.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Then we'll take care. And it was nice meeting you.
All right.
Oh, all right.
You ever need anything, call me.
Okay.
Serious.
All right. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. So
Thank you for your service.
thank you for yours.
Thank you.
So
Girl, if you ever need anything, I know what that means. That's the good old boys club, girl.
But that's what they all do, but this ain't the story that I thought it was. But okay.
And Sean is from Florida, so Sean says she was problematic from day one. Child, Raymond Torres. Hey, Raymond. Oh, I like your new picture, Raymond. Oh, this is on his Facebook. You have got to be kidding me. White privilege at its finest. Exactly. Hey, Dana from the Dante Show. Woo woo.
Dana, whoa.
They them boys. Yes, Dana, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. He says, wow. And yes, that's what I said when I first saw this child.
But I
was
mean,
like, wow.
this is what cops do, so I'm not really wild by it. This is what they do.
I am wowed by it because I know that this is what cops do. This is something that even soldiers do. Like, you know, this is something that if you are in an institution of law enforcement or some type of military, you know, you look out for your own. But what you won't do, and what she did in this that made me feel uncomfortable, was there's a kind of it looked very bribish. Here's my card. If you ever need anything, hook me up.
Right.
Why would you, like, that's not, and then you already asked him if you were on, if the camera was
With
on.
the camera on.
So you didn't give a shit. You didn't give a shit, and that's what pissed me off about it. Because it's like you don't even care that your privilege is so vast that you don't even care that the camera was on and that this could possibly implicate you in some issues.
But here's my question though: when all these police cams who is releasing these police cams to the public?
I don't know, child, but you know, it was very fishy and sticky to me.
Right.
Child. But I guess I don't understand, like, you didn't have to flash your badge. You could have just said, hey, because if you're a police chief, everybody knows who you are. You could have just said, hey, you know, my name is so and so or whatever. You didn't even have to say you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have did it a little bit more, you know, like, it could have been more slick. I would have respected that little boy.
But she didn't have to do it. She could have just let him do his job, and then if he was gonna give her a ticket, but then said,
Right, and then you could have handled it after the fact.
right.
Like most police officers that I know, that's what they do. They let the person do their job, and then they go and call whoever they dispatch or whoever they need to call, or their officer, their supervisor, to go ahead and get it handled. Hold on. Dana says, no, I think if his camera wasn't on, she would have went off on his ass. You know who the... no, I don't think so. I don't, because she looked she already looked a little tipsy. The way she was talking, I feel like she was already a little tipsy.
Yeah. I think that wouldn't have, like he said, went and got some food and got some drinks. Yeah.
I think if he would have told her even after she, now what I do agree with Dana on is that if he would have told her after the fact, like even if she showed she showed her badge or whatever, and he said, well, I'm still gonna have to give you a ticket, or I'm still gonna have to impound your car or whatever, then I think she would have gotten, she would have went off.
Right. Yeah.
So and because when you do that, you're already telling that officer, like, he has to make a decision at that moment in time whether I want to keep my job or not. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then you know how that situation is. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. All right, y'all. So not to make anything any depressing or whatever, but we do need to talk about this. So this situation happened over the weekend, this happened over the weekend, and at Disneyland. The principal of a Huntington Beach elementary school has died after jumping from a parking structure at Disneyland, according to officials. Christopher Christensen, 51, died Saturday. According to Anaheim police, a call came in just before 9 p.m. to a parking structure at Disneyland. When officers arrived, they found a man dead. Sunday, the Orange County coroner confirmed that man was Christensen. According to officials, Christensen's death was a suicide. Let's take a look at the video.
We've got some breaking news to get to out of Disneyland, where we've learned a man in his 50s jumped to his death from a parking structure. Police are now on scene. We have received multiple calls to our newsroom from Disneyland guests who say trams have been shut down during the investigation and people are now walking back to their vehicles from the park. We're working to gather more information and we'll bring you any updates as they come in.
Jesus, praise. Listen, what I want people to realize is that, like, during this time, people don't really understand that seasonal depression is really, really big right now. People, and even not even just seasonal depression, just the depression period. Yeah, during the holidays, it's really tough for a lot of people. Holiday season is not always the best for people. And this is Christopher Christensen. And he was he was a elementary school principal. So I don't know what caused him to feel that way. I don't know what caused him to feel like he needed to end his life. Whether you're black, white, red, green, indigenous, whatever. I don't think anybody deserves to feel that low to the point where they need to, to take their life. So I want to make sure that, from all those that are here, at Pyro Power Hour, as well as Pyro Media Enterprises as a whole, lets people know that if you are someone is feeling suicidal, you can definitely call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which is 1-800-273-TALK or 1-800-273-8255, or you can go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org, because it is not something that we should be joking around about. It is a very serious time. People are feeling lonely. People are feeling upset. People have had losses in their lives, and this is a really tough time for a lot of different people out there. And on top of that, just for our community, we already deal with things on a daily basis. Right. And so we already have we're tired, you know what I'm saying? So we're constantly feeling emotionally exhausted a lot of times, and even and sometimes physically exhausted. So I want us to make sure that we check on our friends, our family, and even if you see somebody just sad, just take this time. This is a time that people are supposed to come together and be more unified. Just check on people, because people don't deserve to feel that low to where they want to die. I don't care who it is. So. But all right, you guys, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Not to end on such a sad time, but I do want to make sure people are aware of what's going on in the world. And so let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages. Black by popular demand. Thank you guys so much for joining us. That was Pyro Media Network's promo. Don't forget to check out www.pyromedianetwork.com as well as subscribe to Pyro Media Network's YouTube. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Yes. Sean says holiday depression is real. Rochelle says yes. Check on your loved ones. People tend to suffer in silence or reach out. Yes. And also a lot of things something that I know realize about even sometimes myself is that a lot of times people will put on a smiling face and everybody thinks that they're all good and gravy, and a lot of times people don't realize that your strong friends are the ones that are suffering in silence as well. So definitely check on them, check on your loved ones, your families, your friends, and even the ones that you go to for counsel. So check them out as well. So anyway, let's move on into the topics for what's going on. Everything okay, Kyrie? What happened?
Breaking news.
Uh-oh. What happened?
TJ Holmes and Amy Robach have been replaced.
What? Hold on. TJ Holmes
and Amy Robach they were taken off the air.
Oh my God! TMZ has just reported. Okay. Breaking news. Let me see if I can. I can't share the screen. Okay, so it looks like TJ and Amy taking off air on GMA3 after relationship goes public. Let's see. Sources connected to the network tell us TJ Holmes and Amy Robach were only made aware of the decision this morning. The honchos over at ABC News have made the decision to take Amy Robach and TJ Holmes off the air, calling the couple's relationship a distraction with next steps to be sorted out by executives. Sources at ABC tell TMZ ABC News' president Kim Godwin made the decision during an editorial call Monday morning, calling the situation an internal and external distraction. Kim also said that the decision wasn't easy and not a violation of company policy. She added, quote, "And so I want to say that while that relationship is not a violation of company policy, I have really taken the last few days to think about and work through what I think is best for the ABC News organization," end quote. She continued, quote, "This is something that this is something I'm not going to talk. We're not going to talk about on this call until there is more to be said. I'm asking that we stop the whispering in the hallways. You know what? We can't operate with gossip and speculation and rumors. We need to stay focused on the work." Adding, quote, "If you think there is something that management needs to know, you can always call HR or, as we said, talk to a manager that you trust if you think there is something that we need to know." The decision comes less than a week after the public found out the co-workers were dating. Daily Mail published a set of flirty photos of the two spending time throughout NYC and broke the news they'd be taken off air. While neither Amy and TJ said much about the relationship on air, they seemingly joked about all the attention it generated during Friday's broadcast when TJ said he just wanted the week to keep going and going, and Amy said she was ready for the weekend. Wow.
I think Robert Roberts got something to do with it because Robert Roberts was upset.
I was not expecting that.
Right. But I remember we just talked about this, and I said, well, most jobs don't allow this.
Whew. Yeah. I am very shocked. Thanks for breaking that, Kyrie. Okay, I gotta get into these comments. That's what we call quick karma. Raymond Torres says, Dr. Holt says that good meat done messed it. What? I still think TJ is a cow.
Yeah.
Day to Day says, "Love you guys." Inside joke. See you later on. Love you, Data. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Sean says they were a distraction. I definitely agree, Sean. Definitely agree. ABC is owned by Disney. Thank you, Sean. That makes a lot of sense because remember they're a family-oriented organization,
right?
So Raymond Torres says, "What made them believe that this was going to be okay?" I mean, listen. They didn't violate company policy, so it is what it is on that, right? And so we don't know, but the fact of the matter is that you can they did interrupt, and cause a distraction for the overall organization, because they not only have to, what you do is not just about whether you violate company policy or not, but it's also about public relations. And if you're a news organization, that public relations is a big deal. They have to be able to be constantly viewed as credible, integral, and factual. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
What are your thoughts, Kyrie?
I want to slap the hell out of TJ Holmes.
Well,
because first of all, this is her, her husband that was blindsided by all this. She was his side piece for his marriage.
How you start.
That's how you exactly. And so, and TJ, now, okay, let me say this first. I don't get anybody in trouble. This is my opinion. Maybe I should say this while I TikTok live. Let me word this. Let me be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
I think these two are they're fetishizing one another.
Let me write this down. I gotta make sure we have our topics for this TikTok live, because this week's TikTok live is gonna be off the chain.
This is not gonna last anyway. They're both fetishizing each other. This is not gonna last.
I don't. Most affairs don't last. Most. Right. I'm not gonna say all, but I'm gonna say most.
You profess your love and all this. Now y'all are just in love. Y'all ain't in love. Y'all in lust. Y'all ain't in love.
Well, I'm not gonna judge that. What I will say is that I didn't think that it was smart. What they should have did, if they were smart, is how they handled it when they were on Friday. They could have handled it a lot differently to save their jobs.
See, I didn't watch it. Okay.
But the clips that I saw is that you didn't even address it, and it's all over the place.
They said they did not talk about it at all.
But what you did do is that you curved it and you made it seem like it was like, because CJ Holmes was making it seem like it was this big, public, we got attention on us or whatever. That's not cute. It's not. It's actually not a good thing that you're being viewed this way.
TJ, you just. Well, my crush has, it disappeared.
Oh no, child. So Sean Kingsley says it's our code of conduct, no fraternizing. Wait, do you work for Disney?
It's in our code of conduct. No fraternizing. But that's in most companies. That's why I said. That's why I asked in front. I'm like, well, can they do that?
All them pictures of him, Dr. O says, all them pictures of him trying to grab that non-existent. Stop it. Stop it. Rochelle says that's what they get. That's what they both get. Trifling sale. Listen. Sean says, y'all know how Disney operates. They do not want any type of scam. Exactly.
I made them both of them are bogus. Because like I said, they both. Now my heart go out to her husband. He was her side piece first. And TJ's wife, they all hung together. And that's what his wife was saying. No, we all hung together. We were on vacation together. I know, baby. Yes.
Well, like I said, how you start is how you end. And what I will say is that regardless of how they started, at the end of the day, he chose to marry her. And so you had a commitment to maintain. And you chose not to do that. And so, and if you guys were separated, quote unquote, as you were claiming, and that you guys, why didn't you divorce her at that moment in time?
Who? TJ? Wait a minute.
There was rumors that they had already separated, and that's why their relationship was okay.
Well, now, okay. Well, I thought Amy and her husband were separated. Well, that's what she said. But TJ and his wife were supposed to be working on it.
Got it, Sean. Okay, got it.
But they were saying that they were working on it because that's why she said she was blindsided because she has put up with so much. As we all saw that Instagram he made back in 2020 when he was like, "I would be lucky if you stayed with me 10 more minutes," because he was messing around in.
Listen, everybody can't be Beyonce.
Well, TJ Holmes ain't got Beyonce money. Now, Amy. Yeah, you done downgraded. Your husband bought you a $5-point-something million home, whatever. TJ can't buy you that. No shade. This is about fetish. This is about black meat.
Yeah, let's. TJ is a Leo. We share the same birth. Ooh.
Oh, do y'all, Sean? Okay. Oh, that's why he think he all that. Okay. Well, now we see where it got him.
I see you, Sean. I see you, Sean. All right, let's get on into the, back to what we're going to talk about. All right, next story up. Don't try Gabby Hanny.
Baby.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Now, I live for that read. That was
so Boosie, little Boosie, quote unquote badass, has had a lot to say about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's child over the years, making numerous comments concerning Zaya's transition. Last year, the actress defended her teenage trans daughter during an interview with Jamila Hill. Or is it Jamila or Jamal? Jamal. I'm so sorry. Jamal Hill published on November 7th after sharing that things with Zaya are so far so good. She added, quote, "Sorry, Boosie," end quote, acknowledging his hurtful comments about her child. As the audience applauded, Gabrielle Union implied Boosie is in the closet. He's so preoccupied, she mused. It's almost like thou doth protest too much, little Boots, she said, before adding, "You got a lot of dick on your mind."
That was funny.
After the host pointed out that Zaya and Little Nas X, quote, live in his mind rent-free, end quote, Gabrielle questioned if there was something Boosie wanted to announce. Let's go ahead and take a look at the clip.
And they
I love Gabrielle.
So far, so good, you know. Sorry, Boosie. He's so preoccupied.
Yeah, he is. Very
It's
much
almost
so.
like thou doth protest too much, little Booze.
I'm gonna look
You got a lot of dick on your mind.
I mean, it's
Throw
like
that out there.
It's like Zaya and Lil Nas X live in his head.
Free.
Like what?
It's like, sir, something you want to just go ahead and tell us. This is a safe space.
No, for real.
We should be your sanctuary.
Perhaps that safe space was not provided for him. And
I don't
that's
think
why
he had a safe
He
space.
did not have one. We could definitely tell.
Baby!
I love that when I saw that.
Thou doth protest too much, little Boots? Like, I don't understand what his problem is. Like, why do you constantly, like, I don't get it.
I agree with her. It's like she said, you protest too much. Everything that you said, you was in prison and was traumatized because you saw this man, I'm gonna probably writing another man in the shower.
Oh God.
And you were traumatized. So wait a minute. So when did you become traumatized? When you first saw it, or when you stood there and watched the entire act?
I'll send it to you, Sean.
But I'm confused.
Oh my God! Like, and so this morning, or I don't know when he actually sent it. It's on the next slide, but this is what he responds to.
He did that. He just did this.
Yeah, he just responded to her. Oh yeah, it was a couple hours ago. Quote, "Woman, you better leave me alone. How dare you?" Hold on. "Woman, you better leave me alone. How dare you challenge
heroes.
Just so how dare you challenge a ghetto hero's manhood? You wrong, shake my head. I don't have the time for this. I'm trying to have peace in my life and stay alive." Look, LOL, the world know I love women, and the world know your husband love dick. I hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple. They don't. I had refused to talk about y'all in interviews, and here you go. Go bang them with that dildo and wait on a script, you little white girl. Lil Boosie, I need you to calm down, girl. Because it's giving.
Right, Cupcake, that voice.
Hey, Cupcake, how are you? It's giving, yes, Dr. Holt, traumatized. It's giving, you got smashed and hurt by trade. It's giving, you don't want to tell somebody how you, it's giving that you are so deep in the closet, you are afraid to even poke yourself out, girl. Listen, Nobody cares what you have to say about Zaya, Lil Nas X, and one of them. Because guess what? I want to make this very clear to you. All of them are richer than you.
Oh.
All of them.
Well, he supposedly have a piece of change, I guess.
What killed me was when how dare you challenge a ghetto hero's manhood?
That line right there.
Ma'am.
What is a ghetto hero?
A ghetto hero's manhood. That's little Boosie calling you, girl.
We don't do Boosie.
She upset.
No, he be calling you for that voice.
No, she got stop talking about me, Kwame. Stop talking about me, Kyrie. You don't know. I'm a ghetto hero.
Right. Now that's it. I've been saying that he won't Lil Nas X.
It's too much.
He's talking about Lil Nas X for a month straight.
It's taking me low. I don't understand. It's too much. Like, girl, just sit down. All right, y'all. Are we done with her? Because I'm over her.
Yeah.
Shout out to our queen, Gabby, Gabrielle Union. We love you, Gabby. Keep doing your thing. And we love you, Zaya.
Absolutely. Lil Nas X, you too.
How dare you? Equals gal. That's right, Doctor. How dare you?
Right.
Anywho, listen, y'all.
Ghetto.
So I did not get a chance to watch The Real Housewives of Potomac last night. So what I did is I watched it this morning. It's partially one of the reasons why I was late. When I tell you that these girls read me low. Read me low.
They are bringing it this season.
This episode was their best episode yet, and they needed this episode, honey. They needed this episode because the past couple of weeks I've been looking at you like,
I'm waiting. I am waiting because I had read about what's gonna come up. Then I saw the preview last night.
Now listen, we're gonna go into an even deeper depth on Friday for our TikTok kickback. But spoiler alert, go ahead and take your time right now. We're probably gonna be on here about this for about a good 10 minutes, maybe. So because I have words, okay? Now I won't say all the words because we're on Pyro Power Hour. We have to respect Pyro Media Network. We have thoughts. So, Kyrie. Oh, again, spoiler alert. Okay?
If you have not watched this season, please go watch.
Go watch it, child.
But now,
go ahead, Kyrie.
So what did you? Where do we start? Okay, let's start here.
Let's start from the beginning of the show.
Okay. Well, I believe production told Robin, you need to step your game up, or else it's out because you don't have a storyline anyway.
Let me tell you something about Robin.
So now you need to do something.
And her headquarters ass. I'm tired of her.
Baby Karen.
I am sick of Robin. I didn't think that I loved Robin. Like, she was one of my favorites throughout this entire series. But this season, yes. Robin? Yes. Okay. Because the reason why, I don't know what it was about Robin, but I just felt like she was that chill girl that we could hang out. You know what I'm saying? She didn't give me a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? Even though she followed Giselle a lot, I felt like she was holding on. And maybe it's because of her podcast or because of the podcast that they have together. Reasonable Shade or Reasonably Shady or whatever. Shady. Yeah. I like their podcast. Their podcast is on fire.
I haven't listened to it.
It is really, really good. And you see a lot more of Robin in that. Like, you get, that's why I fell in love with Robin, because that podcast really gave me a lot more of her.
Raymond Torres, exactly.
But this season was terrible. What did Raymond said? Hold on. Sean says the Grand Dame broke all the... Listen! We're going to get to that. Raymond said she just gives me big stupid vibes.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. I am so disappointed in Robin. I am sick of her. She is probably one of my least favorite characters this season.
I think production told her, ma'am, your job is online. But then they may have told them all because after last night's episode, I'm like, did they tell all y'all in the meeting?
But this was all pre-done. So this is post-production stuff. So I don't know if they told them anything because I feel like at this point it was just like this was a mess. Anyway, so we start out where do we start out? We start out with
last night
they go into
birthday.
Yeah, Karen's getting ready. Was it a brunch that they were having or a dinner?
You mean outside on the patio?
In the white, yeah, when they had all the
white. That was dinner, the dinner.
Yeah, so that was a little dinner that they had. Now Wendy wasn't at this dinner, okay? Because remember, as you guys may not know, Wendy and Mia got into it physically. Well, let me not say Wendy and Mia. Mia attacked Wendy, and she's still on the show.
She is, and I mean, but what? And the killer part for me is when Monique did it. Giselle made this big production. I need to get security. I don't feel safe.
Like she had a complete meltdown. It was a campaign against Monique Samuels. And let me tell you something. I liked Monique Samuels.
I love her.
She didn't need this damn show. She was rich. Okay? She didn't need this show.
Well, Monique was the only one really living in Potomac.
She was the only one that had the money in the coins, and that was a real wife.
Exactly.
Except Karen. Karen, obviously,
Karen is a wife and a mother, yes.
Yes.
And I love Karen.
Now, you want to know who else surprised me? We're gonna go, like I said, we're not gonna go too much.
We go down the line.
Yeah, but let me. Okay, so we're
Robin. Let me say this about Robin. Now, I will say this, and my friend, I thought she got mad at me last night. I said after I really, really analyzed it, I do agree with Robin on one thing. Wendy did antagonize Mia.
You think?
She did antagonize her. She kept talking. She kept woofing. She did. But not to the point where Mia, it didn't deserve all that. It didn't deserve a drink thrown in her face. It didn't deserve a glass being thrown in her head. It didn't deserve
I don't care if Wendy cussed out. Like, at the end of the day, like, listen to me. I get it. I'm all about, making sure that people, like, you can't check people, like, antagonizing all stuff, whatever, but you don't need to physically touch somebody, because unless you touch me, I'm not going to lay you out. You can say whatever you want to me or whatever. You could say, as long as you don't get in my space or you don't touch me. Because the difference with Monique and Candace is that Candace I personally feel, this is how I feel. Candace was all up in her face with her finger.
She was
all up in her face and her finger. And let me tell you something. You got one little time. You got 1.5 seconds before you keep that finger in my face. 1.5 seconds, girl.
You didn't get that long, me. That's my pet peeve. Put your hand in my face.
My space has a 3 feet perimeter. Okay, and if you get in that space, it's your ass. I'm sorry. If you threaten me in my space, that's a problem. Now, I'm not condoning violence, but I am condoning and I am advocating for self-defense. Because a lot of times these girls think that they can go in here and do whatever they want. They can hit, they can drag, they can do what they want, and think that there's not going to be any consequences or repercussions for that. No.
Well, see, and this is another reason why I said production had a meeting with all, because Mia said, well, I just turned to a different person. When you talk about my family, I just go off. And I was like, but girl, wait a minute, hold on. What was this say smoke when Candace talked about your mother?
That part!
You didn't have nothing. You was like, you turned so weak and oh my God, you about my mom.
All of a sudden, hey, you think it's because it's your trip or whatever. You think you big bad girl. I don't know what the hell happened to you, Mia, but this trip got you. Like, I don't know what production told you.
I don't know what kind of coke you've been snorting.
I don't know what you've been doing, girl. But you thought for one thing, Mia is dangerous. Mia is a dangerous character on this show. I promise you that.
Her and her side piece. I don't know what y'all had two before y'all got there.
Oh, Jacqueline. Yeah. Jacqueline? Oh, let me tell you about that friend of me. Okay, I got something for her behind too.
Well, I got a question. For the audience, Evan Kwame. How many of you all shower with your friends?
A friend? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Me and this trip was very basic pack. Look,
Very.
Bravo. And that's why I said that's why I said the show is on the line. Bravo got them an Airbnb down in the Porky Bean Projects.
No, I'm not showering my friend. Now, when I was a kid, of course, when you shower with your sibling, and you take your,
the same water. Yeah,
those are sibling things. Those are siblings. Now, my mom didn't let me shower my sister, but my little brother and I, we bathed together. She bathed us, but at a certain time, my black behind, I grew up and I took my own dang on baths and showers.
Exactly.
I'm not getting it. Yes, not a friend. No, but trade. Yes.
And that's why Giselle asked her, "Are you all?"
Yes, cupcake.
No, I've kissed her ex-boyfriend, and that's it, ma'am. Knock it off. We know y'all.
I see you, Jacqueline. I see you, girl, and I see you trying to get yourself a little cherry blossom. I see you, but
she listen. Her and Sharice are being tested. That's why they told Robin, step your game.
But Sharice was already a housewife.
She was, and then she left. We didn't want her.
But Sharice is gonna come back.
I hope not. Oh God, I hope not.
I have. She's good TV.
But Sharice, no, she's not, and she doesn't fit in.
Great TV.
She doesn't fit in with this group.
She's good TV. She's the only one. She's the only one that can get under Karen's skin the way she does.
And speaking of that,
only one.
But last night we were watching it, and I was on the phone with my friend Miss Lisa, and my mother said, so it was a scene with Candace and Sharice. My mother said, "Is that her mother?"
That's hilarious.
I said no, but she's old enough to be, but no, but she's not even the oldest one on the show. Now she looks the oldest one. She does, Raymond. That was the point.
She does, and what's crazy about it is that Sharice has money. Like, I don't understand why you look so dusty. Like, it's really weird.
You look your age. Karen is the oldest one, but ma'am, you look older than Karen.
I mean, that's debatable.
Because they were celebrating Karen's 59th birthday. You're not gonna tell Karen.
They all look good. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. They all look good. I mean, that's not the issue to me. But the bottom line for me, there when you have money, like you there's a standard that you need to have, girl. You're on national TV, girl. You're on the biggest franchise currently on the Housewives. So I don't understand why you, especially if you're trying to get a peach or a branch.
Wait a minute, is it the you said the richest one?
What are you talking about?
No, you said the franchise. They're the what?
Oh yeah, they're the top franchise right now.
Really?
Yeah. Potomac. Then it's it's
Beverly
Potomac.
Hills?
No, it's Potomac, Atlanta, and then Beverly Hills.
Okay. Because Atlanta done lost some of this spice too.
Atlanta has always been the reigning top until Nene left, honestly.
Oh. Well, but Potomac, now wasn't Potomac brought it? I've always liked Potomac, but then it got kind of shaky. But now this season, they have solidified their spot. They will definitely be back. But you said Sharice and I believe that's why they brought Sharice back, because Sharice does not have a storyline. But Karen keeps ignoring her. Karen's like, I'm not giving her a shot. She's not going to get off me. But I don't know what's going to take place. But Karen for the I don't know if she's going to hit or not. But they said they almost come to blows. Their preview, I don't know. Ooh, y'all ain't going to get Karen riled up like that, are you? And Sean Kinsey called Ashley messy. Why do you keep saying Ashley is messy? I like Ashley. And even Candace said it last night on Watch What Happens Live. She said, outside of the show, we are cool. She said I might even call her a friend.
So
on the show.
So I do believe that Ashley is very messy. I do, and I feel like she's messy in a covert way. Okay. Now one thing that I will say about this show that has pissed me off this season specifically, pissed me off to no end. Let me tell you something, Bravo. You made me like Candace this season, and I don't appreciate it.
And then I watched on Watch What Happens Live, and I'm like, oh my God, I can see us kicking it. Why do I see that?
Oh, it's disgusting.
Why do I see that?
I could not stand Candace. Well, specifically because she got Monique kicked off the show. But I just couldn't stand her. Her mouth was. But this season, she has cleared these girls with her reads. She has some of the best reads in probably all of the Real Housewives franchises.
And
in
if
my
you're
personal
watching,
opinion.
and if you're really watching, they're ambushing to get Wendy off.
Which doesn't make any sense to me because she brings in a crowd.
She does. But just like the campaign,
she's not as good
campaign.
She's not as good TV as Giselle and Robin, in my personal opinion, because she without conflict, she can come across boring.
I love Wendy.
Oh, I think she's great.
Exactly. Ashley knows how to play the reality TV game. What she does.
She does.
And that's really what Candace was saying. If y'all watch What Happens Live, she look. I give it. Mama look good too.
Candace is doing well on the pop on the music chart too, which is very weird. But go ahead and go off this, and you over here doing promos with or not promos, videos with Trina. That's not no regular feat, honey.
I think I'm the only homosexual that's not a Trina fan. Yeah, I said it.
Okay, well, it was nice having the show. I don't know what's going on with Kyrie and what dust he was smoking, but that was disrespectful.
What?
That was disrespectful, girl. Trina, the baddest bitch.
Still? Okay.
Ooh, child.
I've never been a fan. What?
I'm so disappointed in you. We were rocking this morning. We had good vibes until you said that BS. Just rude. They have butt pocketbook. Sean, who?
Who has?
I need to know. What are you talking about, Sean?
Right. Are you having a sidebar conversation? Who you think Kyrie is not a fan? I'm not Cupcake.
Just disrespectful, Cupcake. Just so disrespectful he is.
No, I'm just not. I mean, I don't see it. I don't get it.
Whatever. Anyway, the bottom line is we're going back to Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. I
love Wendy. I don't like Robin. I like Ashley.
Ashley? I don't dislike Ashley. I just see her. I see her because she does things underhanded. And what pissed me off at that dinner is that there was no because and let me tell you something about Candace that pissed me off this particular episode. Candace, you posted on your social media those words.
Yeah, but what I loved about it, she said, "Yeah, I did it on my live," and she owned it. That's what I love.
But my thing is that you did it on your live, and you're not expecting to get any type of repercussion for that.
No, she wasn't expecting Robin to just do that. I guess she figured out if you seen it, you seen it. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna guess. But did you see?
She team Candace today, honey. Listen, I'm gonna be equal opportunity, and I get it. I understand. Hold on. Your skincare regimen has been on point first of all. Oh, well, thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. I tried. A little Notorium here, a little Notorium here, a little Fenty Beauty here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, not Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin. Excuse me. I don't do.
Dusty. Who the hell is Dusty and Frumpy?
I think he's talking about Giselle and Robin. I could be. I'm just assuming.
I don't know if they have. I don't know.
I like Giselle. I do because I think she has good TV. I wouldn't trust her with my information, but I do.
Wendy.
I feel like Giselle is one of them girls that I can go and have brunch with. I can go and she's one of the girls that will drop. She's a bone collector. She'll bring the bone to you, but I will not give you a bone to take to somebody else, girl. I won't tell you my business.
I think Giselle is one of those pretty girls who is jealous of other pretty girls.
I don't know because Robin's very pretty and she's not jealous. She's not
pretty as Giselle, in my opinion. She's not pretty as Giselle.
I disagree. I think actually Robin's prettier than Giselle, in my personal opinion.
Oh yeah.
There's something about Robin's features. She has very strong jawline. She has very beautiful features.
Exactly, strong jawline and big feet. Okay.
I can't stand you.
Giselle does stir the pot.
She does. She's a pot stirrer.
I like Giselle.
But we've already agreed that Giselle is a a good TV.
She's
My
good.
issue with Candace getting upset with Robin. You were a friend. You're not supposed to be a loyal friend. But if you mad at Robin for telling you what you said on your live, you supposed to be a loyal friend too, because you said all them. You said all the girls.
She said, "Well, Karen, I wasn't including you in that." But here's my question: did she lie? And anything Candace said on that, what we heard, did she lie? Now the thing that, but now
I agree with that.
Now Candace, when me and you fell out at is when you told Ashley about Karen dipping off. What you heard. Now, girl.
But that was Candace's fault. Because you knew dang on well. Why would you go ahead and talk to Ashley about that? You know she was going to spread the rumor. You new to the group still, girl.
Okay, now that part is okay.
You don't have the history that Ashley is an OG of Potomac. She's one of the first. So you think she's not going to talk to Karen, who's the grand dame, about something that you said?
But speaking of that, I will say, I like Ashley because when she first came in, I did not like how they treated her. Like I said, Giselle is jealous of other pretty women. How Giselle treated Ashley first.
But listen, that's par for the course because everybody has, when they click up, they're gonna give the new girls that comes on the show a hazing. That's just the way it is on these shows. That's
everybody would do at this point.
But that's just a part of their hazing.
But
once
they
click up,
group, their group. Okay.
They clicked up.
But you said Sharice makes good TV. Sharice is just messy. But
she
doesn't fit
amazing
in with
TV.
But she doesn't fit in with them for me. I don't know.
I mean, that's debatable.
But then again, I didn't like Sharice. I wasn't a fan. I'm like,
I love Sharice.
So now she was leaving. I was like,
I don't like her. Now this upcoming episode or the upcoming season.
Baby, I can't wait.
I can't wait for Karen and Sharice to get back into it because I know that Karen's been waiting to unload on this girl.
She has been ignoring Sharice for the longest.
She's trying, and Sharice has been low key poking.
Yeah, because Sharice keeps claiming she has these receipts that Karen is messing around on Ray.
Mia and that girl. Oh, I can't wait for that.
We know that, but
that's storyline for Mia to stay on the show, child. Because I can't wait for that. But Mia, that's what you get. Because
I do want to ask Mother Cohen, how is Mia not being reprimanded for all what she did?
Mia's dangerous.
Y'all didn't give Monique a warning. Y'all just took her off the show.
You just took her off the show, and the only differences, and personally, that I see besides financially between Mia and Monique is skin tone.
Bingo.
That's what I see, and I said what I said.
Bingo.
Because what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. You cannot sit there and tell Mia or tell Monique that she can't be on the show because she fought, and not tell Mia that she can't be on the show when she attacked Wendy, and Wendy didn't fight back.
You threw a whole blast at that woman.
Wendy should have fought back.
If Wendy wasn't a professor, I think,
or a journalist, because she's an anchor on one of the shows in DC, I believe. So she's a news anchor.
You know why?
So she has a lot more to lose.
Right. And that's what that man told her. And so my friend was like, "Why would they say that to Mia?" I said, "Because Mia is just a housewife." I said, "Wendy got shit going on."
She does.
Wendy does have a lot to lose. That girl ain't got nothing to lose. She going home to her husband because that's his money. That girl ain't got no money. That girl ain't got no money.
Don't.
Right. She was a stripper, and that's it.
All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Because we're going to talk about our today's discussion, not about it's not just this, but Kyrie brought up a phenomenal discussion. We're going to be talking about that when we get back from this commercial break. And also check out this new promo that we have for Bullet in Flight Radio, produced by Pyro Media Productions. We'll see you on the other side. Oh, y'all did that.
Commercial.
Y'all did that. All right, Pyro Media Productions. Shout out to Bullet and Flight Radio, the number one progressive Christian radio station in the world. You guys can go ahead and check them out by going to www.bulletandflightradio.com, which their website has just been updated by, again, Pyro Media Productions. And it is looking schmazzy. You know what I'm saying? Looking schmazzy. That was a beautiful, beautiful promo.
That was
dope. Yes. Come on,
y'all better get it.
Yes. Oh, y'all still talking about? Oh, thanks, Michelle. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our show. Yes. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get into today's discussion, brought to you by your. Oh wait, hold on. My bad. See, this is what happens. You know, I get so distracted. Okay, here we go. All right. Sorry, I had to pull it up.
I was having a shock here that Sharice is dusty and frumpy. She is so frumpy. She is frumpy.
All right, y'all. Let's get into today's discussion. All right, so this is Kyrie's topic that he wanted to bring up today, and so we're going to be talking about World AIDS Awareness Month. Why it's important to know your status. And if you don't know, December 1st was World AIDS Day. And so I think it is a phenomenal discussion to have. And we're going to try to have it as much of it as possible because we are running short on time, but we do want to talk about it today. So talk about it, Kyrie. What are your thoughts on knowing your status and why it's important and stuff and all that jazz?
Right. Well, I always think it's important. And I guess because I have lost so many friends way back in the day when this disease first came about.
Mm-hmm.
And when they didn't have the technology and medicine that they have now. All they had was this AZT, which is a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
And that actually helped deteriorate their immune system.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to know your stats because you want to stay healthy, you want to remain healthy.
Yeah.
And you want to be healthy for yourself first, but also for your partner and for your family. You want to be here for your family, but you also, like I said, want to be healthy and therefore your partner. So you should know your status.
Yes, I do think that knowing your status is super important, and I also think that we need to also remove the stigma of HIV, period, HIV and AIDS. And so I think educating yourself on it is super important, and also knowing that people are still living with HIV and thriving with HIV. You know, our brother Tight Capri is a huge advocate for HIV awareness and prevention, as well as Dr. Morrison. Dr. Dante Morrison is a huge public health advocate. Specifically around HIV and AIDS prevention awareness. So definitely check them out. And then Mother Thais talks about this all the time, just making sure, and it's really advocating, and all of us really, try to do our part to really talk about it. And it doesn't just affect, the gay community. Right. It's really one of the biggest demographics that are getting constantly infected by HIV is heterosexual cisgender Black women. And so it's really important, and there's a lot of conversation on why that is, but it's really important it's not, in my opinion, it's not somebody else's responsibility to make sure that you're healthy. It's not somebody else's responsibility to keep your health in check. So you need to do what you need to do to protect yourself. You need to do what you need to do to keep yourself healthy. And I was reminded of that, especially I guess at the beginning of this year, to kind of take care of yourself. Like I was recently diagnosed. Well, not recently. At the beginning of this year, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, and so there's a lot of people that don't know, especially in our community, that don't know that just because you're snoring, and that doesn't mean that if you snore that everybody that's something that you have sleep apnea. But sleep apnea is a huge common cause of death for Black men. And so I think that is something that you guys need to look at. Also, diabetes. These are things that, really affect. And we go around acting like, oh, well, I have a couple of coughs. I just, I'll take a couple of throat lozenges and call it a day.
Right.
Go see your doctor. You know what I'm saying? And there's free clinics out here, especially if you are in California. That I know there's ways for you to get insurance for you to go ahead and take care of yourself. Because if you can't take care of yourself, if you're not in a space for you to protect yourself, you're not going to be able to to help or move on and function in this life. So definitely look at, making sure that you're getting checked quarterly, if not monthly. I take HIV tests monthly, or excuse me, quarterly actually, with my doctor's office and everything. So definitely check that out and make sure you're doing what you need to do to just keep yourself protected.
Right. Yeah. Quarterly tests are important.
Yeah, and we've come so far. Kyrie was talking about just, which I'm so thankful that you talked about it, because your generation really got hit the hardest, really with, and even our previous generation got hit the hardest when it came to the AIDS epidemic. You know what I'm saying? And so it's really, really important that we look at all of those that have fought and have come to this point to get us to where we are in medical advances, as well as just stigma elimination, and also just awareness of the disease in and of itself. So definitely want to make sure that we talk about that, and that we are involved in constantly on advocating and educating on this and keeping yourself up to date. I've been in the public health sector, specifically about focusing on HIV awareness within the community, since I was probably 17, 18, because I worked when I was in New York with ACQC, the AIDS Center of Queens County, and other organizations within New York. And then when I came to California and started working with different organizations, specifically APLA Health, I was a part of Healthium. So these are things that, even though you're a part of it, you always need to make sure that you're constantly educating yourself on things and learning and keeping yourself up to date on those things. So I definitely recommend and make sure that you guys are doing what you need to do to educate yourselves. And there's people, if you need resources, you can reach out to Pyro Media, or you can reach out to us individually, and we can connect you with organizations and skilled, qualified individuals that know what they're talking about and have the latest information. And maybe we could bring Dr. Morrison on, or somebody from APLA Health to come and talk about some of these different things that we need to talk about, since this is a powerful month. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I got. You got anything else, Kyrie?
Yeah. No, that was it.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks so much for joining. This was a fun episode. This was really cool. I enjoyed myself. Yes. Thank you guys so much for joining. And don't forget to check us out on pyromedianetwork.com. That website is getting updated, I believe, this week, as well, with all of the newer shows on as well. But also check out bulletinflightradio.com. We just revamped their website, and it's really, really pretty. So if you thought that the commercials were great, look at the website. The website is dope as well. And you can actually just, instead of going to, there's various ways to listen to Bullet and Flight Radio. So you can actually just now go to the website and listen to their feeds and their live feeds right there. And they're developing a podcast network as well. So they have some new shows coming called, I believe one is called In and Out. In and Out, or is it Inside Out? Inside and Out. Let me go to the website before I start messing stuff up.
In and Out, this is the burger joint.
I was like, is that In and Out there? No, I want to make sure it's correct, because I don't want to mess up. There's a phenomenal Bullet Flight Radio. There we go. All right, bulletflightradio.com. There's a phenomenal show on there, a podcast that's coming on there that I'm really excited. Oh, Inside Out. I'm so sorry. Inside Out with Bishop Bonnie L. Radin. Now listen,
hey, man.
Bonnie L. Radin is a phenomenal preacher. She is just really just came and just grabbed a hold of my heart. And y'all know I'm here for the people. There's very few that I call my white queens. You know what I'm saying? But Bonnie L. Radin, she is a phenomenal inspirational speaker and inclusive bishop. So definitely check her out. And then there's also Friday Flight Inspiration with Bishop-elect Elliot Somerville, or Elliot Somerville as the show is called. And then Bullet and Flight Talk, hosted by Just Dominic, has some incredible guests on there, and I've just been catching up on a lot of the other a lot of the shows on there, so you can listen to all of that directly on their website and check them all out. And I'm actually a guest. I was a guest on I think they're rerunning last year's last year's interview that I had with them. So definitely check them out. But they have some amazing guests on here on Bullet and Fight Talk. They have Minister Sean Xavier Jones, DJ B, Think Big Educational Services, Susan Sue Webley, Crystal B, Titan Capri, one of our own, Pastor Janice Hansborough Eason, Bishop-elect Elliot Somerville, Ray Currington, which was a phenomenal episode. Y'all check that out. Co-pastor Kimberly Irvin, my co-pastor.
Right.
Yes, Dr. Juan Carlos Rodriguez D. Santiago. Like I'm talking about, they had some really dope people on here. So definitely check out that podcast. You can check it out by going to their show, or excuse me, to their website. But yes, love you guys. We appreciate you guys for joining us.
Yes, as always, thank you.
As always, we will see you guys on Friday. And don't forget, you guys are the shizdick. All right. Create a great and wonderful week. We love you guys, and we'll see you on Friday. Peace out, guys. Bye.